are recovering in the hospital after a house explosion Sunday afternoon in Crystal. The incident happened shortly after noon in the 5800 block of Perry Avenue North. Sonia Goins has more on the investigation.
Neighbors say the blast rocked the area. You could see some of the siding is missing off of the house. Crystal Police and West Metro Fire are trying to determine what happened.
Just boom. It just went boom. You could just feel the shock wave going through the house and rattling everything.
Dennis Werflein felt the explosion from his home across the street. His neighbor's front yard is littered with debris. The explosion blew the front door off, tossing it about 20 feet into the yard.
The storm door with it, some insulation, etc.
Crystal Police say the blast packed a powerful punch, but not to the extent where it destroyed the entire structure.
There's some different parts of the house you can tell kind of took some more of that pressure from the explosion, where the back is bowed out.
Lieutenant Justin Torville says a middle-aged man lives at the home and was by himself at the time of the incident. He has serious burns on his body and was taken to a nearby hospital.
He was fully coherent and does appear like he'll be fine.
Officials aren't sure yet if gas is to blame for the explosion.
Still waiting to find out. The fire department, as well as our investigators, as well as the state fire marshal, have all been here and have inspected the property.
Investigators say the house will most likely have to be torn down.
The fire department did say that they believe it will need to be torn down.
Meanwhile, neighbors are wishing the homeowner a speedy recovery.
I hope he gets well. He should.
In Crystal, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
The city of Crystal is the latest city to declare a temporary ban of up to 12 months on the sale of edible cannabis products within their city. The sale of gummies containing THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, became legal in the state of Minnesota on July 1st. Cities like Crystal have passed a temporary moratorium on the sale of the products within the city for up to 12 months. The city attorney said if the city chooses to regulate the products, it would take 2 or 3 months to draft the regulations. It's a challenging time for many families due to rising grocery prices and other essentials. It's why a Brooklyn Park church is trying to help families pay for school supplies. Living Word Church held a backpack drive for Crestview Elementary students in the Osseo School District. Data from the National Retail Federation shows the total expected spending for back-to-school supplies has risen $11 billion since 2019. Officials at Living Word say they hope to ease some of that burden. They raised money through donations and bought more than 300 backpacks and other school supplies that will be delivered to Crestview students later this week.
Crestview was just one of those schools that were really behind financially, and a lot of the kids that go there, they don't have all of the funds they need to participate in some of the things that they need for school. So it was just a school that we saw needed the help, and we reached out.
Living Word Church has been doing the backpack drive for about 10 years. The northwest suburbs are increasingly diverse and businesses are following suit. Now in Maple Grove, a place that caters to the world's fastest growing religion. While the hijab is associated with the Islamic faith, anyone can wear one. As Corey Bork reports in this week's Business Matters, there's a small business in Maple Grove that caters to diverse needs.
I need to have a store where people can come and feel the fabric and see how they like it.
Inside this Maple Grove warehouse.
So then we carry the chiffon, then we have the shiny ones for evening wear.
A variety of designs, colors, and fabrics.
When you have sensitive skin, you know, all that matters. So that was one struggle that I had.
Including delicate and very soft.
We carry the bamboo fabric, and bamboo fabric is very, very skin friendly.
Welcome to the Hijab Shack, started by Batul Walji.
It's a scarf to cover your hair. That is the importance in Muslim community, in the Muslim religion, that you have to cover your hair and wear modest wear.
Hijabs, thanks to Batul, meet a variety of needs, ranging from children.
Kids usually have a hard time, so these are the slip-on.
To Muslims who work in the medical field, including her daughter, who endured the height of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Every night she would come home and cry. And she kept saying, Mom, this is the hardest thing to do, because she had to wear a mask, she had to wear a shield, she had to have a stethoscope.
Batul came up with a solution.
I created this hijab with an open ear, open space here.
Hijabs aren't just meant for people of the Islamic faith.
I didn't know at first that the people who are, the cancer patients especially, who buy these hijabs, and when I found out, I was like, oh my God, you know, I'm glad that I can offer that.
And there's more here than head coverings.
These are called abayas, and abayas are mostly worn by women. They're just long, loose feet and has colors.
Garments for a variety of occasions and ages.
Girls like to wear pants and stuff, so we do have jumpsuits.
Batul is glad to know her store has become a fabric of the community.
I feel blessed that I can offer this to clients.
For Business Matters, Corey Bork, CCX News.
Batul's business received a big surprise this summer. She received a $10,000 grant through the Comcast RISE program that helped women and people of color with their business. A New Hope entrepreneur with a dirty sense of humor has a product at the state fair that's guaranteed to either make you laugh or cringe.
It'll catch you off guard.
He's referring to Muddy Mouth Cards, which is a local brand that has a line of greeting cards for nearly every occasion. But don't confuse this one with Hallmark. These cards are laced with profanity, dirty humor, and general snarkiness. This is the 4th year that Muddy Mouth Cards have been featured at the fair's Homespun Gifts stand, which highlights the work of local artists. Angie McGuire makes the cards in her home in New Hope.
This event gets us in front of so many people that have never heard of us. I mean, we've been around for a long time, and I like to think we're starting to build better brand awareness, but I'm always amazed by how many people are just discovering us for the first time at the fair. So it's really great to be here.
You can find Muddy Mouth Cards at the Homespun Gifts booth on the north end of the fair, which is right by Gate 2.
The Maple Grove football team reached the Prep Bowl last November, losing to Lakeville South in the Class 6A final. John Jacobson has a season preview of the 2022 Crimson.
A big senior class for Maple Grove has the Crimson football team excited for 2022.
They're a fun bunch of kids. I mean, this senior group has a lot of personality, and they're winners, and so it's fun to just be out at practice with them. Obviously, there's some big holes we have to fill from last year, and so there's challenges in front of us. But in terms of coming to practice every day and having fun with a good bunch, it's been fun.
The Crimson are looking to build on an 11-2 season in 2021. They need to fit all the pieces together, having graduated 6 of their front 7 starters on defense, plus 1,500-yard rusher Derek Jameson. Still, the players here like what they see.
I feel like we have a lot of people that could fill in different positions, like if needed. So we have a bunch of like combinations we could run on like a lot of positions. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
You know, we've been practicing really hard every day. You know, putting a lot of new kids at new positions and stuff. It just takes time. You know, we just take it day by day, and you know, we put kids in, see what fits best for them.
Among the key returning players are dual-threat quarterback Jacob Kilzer, coming off a big junior year. Jordan Alongbashu is expected to get a lot of carries at running back. And Hunter Gerber anchors a veteran offensive line. Jackson Powers and Michael Ross are both outstanding defensive backs, while defensive lineman Alan Joe is also a returning starter. And versatile Tanner Allbeck will play both ways. How quickly the new starting linebackers and D linemen can gel will be a key. Maple Grove was ranked 2nd in Class 6A. But to live up to that ranking and play late into the fall, the team has work to do.
Our theme this year is our time is now, and that doesn't mean to win a championship. That means we got to handle each day, and we got to do things the right way and do it day in and day out. So when we're at the game, we're so prepared, we're going to be tough to beat. And I think if we handle that, we're going to be in really good shape.
In Maple Grove, John Jacobson, CCX Sports.
Maple Grove hosts Osseo Thursday night in a game you can watch live on CCX1 and online at ccxmedia.org. The Providence Academy football team is also coming off a strong season when they went unbeaten in the regular season last fall. Here's Jason Malillo with a preview of the Lions.
Providence Academy coaches don't change preseason camp just because a lot of the guys are new to varsity football.
I tell everybody when it starts, the train's moving at varsity speed and you all got to get on board.
The engine of that train this season on offense will be a line that drives a run-heavy attack.
We get most of our offensive line back, and the guys that were younger last year are just bigger.
In addition to linemen Nate Deerberger and James Wicht, the O-line will be bolstered by the addition of sophomore Abu Tarawali.
We just had him play one way last year. Now he's going to play two ways, so he had a 275-pound guard, to that O-line, replacing a 190-pound guy.
Getting a lot of the carries will be senior captain Stormy Knight.
I've been waiting for this opportunity since I was a freshman, so I've been preparing since then.
As the number 2 running back last year, Knight rushed for more than 330 yards and 8 touchdowns. He's excited about the guys lining up in front of him.
It gives me a lot of confidence. I mean, last year we lost only 1 or 2 guys on the offensive line from last year, and these guys can block very well, so I'm confident whatever run play, the hole will be open.
On defense, the Lions want to continue to be an intense unit.
We pride ourselves on that. You know, we're out here working every day. Coach Skog's getting the D-line prepared. D-line prides themselves on intensity, running to the football.
Providence faltered in the playoffs last year after a great regular season. That's serving as motivation for the upperclassmen to be leaders in helping get their younger teammates ready for Friday nights.
I played left tackle sophomore year, and I know what it was like going through that. You know, it gets scary Friday nights. But as an older guy, you just kind of, you know, calm down, like take it one play at a time. If they have questions, they ask questions, you know. And soon everybody will get to the same spot.
In Plymouth, Jason Melillo, CCX Sports.